Hello, it's Joey, and yes, this is going to be another part to our series of interviews with international or bilingual artists who are here in Taiwan. And this is an interview series powered by Taiwan's only English radio station and only English streaming platform. It's ICRT TaiwanPlus. Today we get a chance to speak with two exceptionally talented, oh gosh, I don't even know how many jobs they have between their persons. I would say rapper, singer-songwriter, producer, video editor. So they put together a single called That Taiwan Rap, which will debut during the Lunar New Year break. And today we have Andersaucy, Anderson, along with Danny Chien right here on ICRT TaiwanPlus. What's up, you guys?
Hey, what's up, Joey?
Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for connecting with us. So where are you guys from?
Do you want to go first, Anderson? Andersaucy?
All right, what's good? Hey, everybody. It's Anderson, aka Andersaucy. I grew up, born and raised in New Jersey. Yeah, and I like to tell people I'm a Bendy ABT.
Bendy, like local
You're
ABT.
Local American born. Yeah, you're local American born Taiwanese. That's what I've been telling people here.
I hate how that the phrase ABC has become so common that sometimes you have to correct people that like, listen, it's ABT, and you have to, and they're like, what is that? Is that some sort of a military vehicle? And you're like, no, it's American-born Taiwanese. But Danny, you're born and raised in New York?
Yeah. So on contrary to my cap, I'm actually born and raised in LA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do your homies in LA know that you're sporting a New York cat?
Well, to be honest, someone gave it to me as a present, and you see the colors over here. I like these kind of like low key, like colorful things. So that's why this is my cap of choice right now.
Right on. So okay, this song, That Taiwan Rap. If you guys haven't listened to it, pause this video and go listen to it first. Watch the music video on YouTube. But I need to ask you guys first about the production, because Andersaucy is supposed to be the rapper, so surely you are the face of this video, right? It was well put together, and in the video you guys talked about how Taiwanese perform at the Olympics. You talked about our semiconductor industry, which is absolutely booming, partly thanks to the COVID-19. And I love that there's a little bit of funk and a little bit of saxophone in it. So it's a great track, but also serves as a Lunar New Year greetings track, right?
Yeah.
Like, remember back when you were young, there's always that Lunar New Year film from like Zhou Xingchi or, that kind of generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this serves as that. So let's talk about like when you guys had the idea and TaiwanPlus approached you for the video, right?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit. Like originally the song, we've been talking about it since December, and originally we were trying to see if we could do have it released before 2022. Actually, like the first draft, I was like really cheesy, like really positive. Like I had a hook, which was like, everybody still has time to smile before the end of the year. Like get ready for what lies ahead, where the sun shines bright and the sky is clear. Like that was a hook. But then that line doesn't work after 2022.
Danny, what's your participation on this track? Like you started the beats.
Yeah.
And what else did you do in the processing progress?
I was just in charge of the beats mostly. But then, we during some brainstorming sessions, maybe I kind of helped out. I don't know, Andersaucy. On some of the lyrics.
Yeah, Danny helped me out with the line in the song where I say, "The family's at the table where they nay yong," because we were talking about how when the pandemic was loosening up, people got to. It was like a thing, right? People could eat nay yong, right? Eat in the restaurants. I guess I kind of like learned that word this time around in Taiwan because I've never like had to use what is nei yong. Like if you hear it out of context, you like don't.
You kind of get the idea, but you're not quite sure. And Taiwan is the only place I think in the world where you use those two words to describe dine in. Because in China, I think they say 堂食, like you're eating in the hall. So Neon is very Taiwanese. So like some of these phrases that you guys use are like, if a Taiwanese person heard it, they'd be like, yo, that's gotta be someone who wrote it from a Taiwanese perspective. And that's what this song really speaks about.
Hey, I did not know that. That's very interesting.
That's the good stuff right there.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. No, because it's a crazy thing. It's like I was sitting in New Jersey in 2020 and I'm like, wow, it's really a time for the whole world to know about Taiwan. Taiwan is just like it's a key word when you look at the world. It's just one of the many keywords, let's say.
I just listened to his YouTube channel the other day that talked about the Taiwanese engineer that designed the program or the IBM computer called Deep Blue that became the first one to defeat a chess grandmaster in the world.
That stuff is so crazy, right? For such a small geography.
And being someone who studied computer science, you would understand, like, we have some of the best engineers from the best programmers from this island.
Yeah.
All that hardware, right? HTC, Acer, Asus.
When I tell all my friends like about like the brands like Acer, Asus, Microstar, Gigabyte, like they're like, those are Taiwanese? I'm like, yeah.
I have this really early memory in like 3rd grade. Like my friends, they like look at their erasers and they're like, yo, Anderson, this eraser's made in Taiwan. And I'm like, wow, that's so crazy.
The blue and black stripes one, right? I know about that one. I used to, that's the only one I ever used.
Oh man, that's some good stuff.
So, okay, this song, That Taiwan Rap, at the very beginning, Andersaucy started with, I think, 3 different ways to say hello, right? English, Mandarin, and Taiwanese, right?
Yeah, it's part of the journey of like me being in Taiwan this time around is to really focus on my languages.
Yeah.
Particularly Mandarin and Taiwanese. So the first line is, "Hello everybody, 大家好，大家好."
How many does your family speak at home?
My parents will speak Mandarin. Well, my parents kind of speak like half and half English and Mandarin. They only speak Taiwanese if they're saying like, if they're talking about me behind my back.
That's what happens when you don't learn it at a young age.
I know, right?
Did your parents try to like really shove Mandarin down your throats at a young age, like afraid that you're gonna lose the language? Do they make you speak Mandarin at home?
Actually, no.
For sure. Who never went to Saturday school?
Okay, so Danny did, right? Those Mandarin schools.
Yeah. We basically what you said, shoving Mandarin down our throats, for sure.
Well, what about Andersaucy? You said no. So how did you learn Mandarin?
I think mine's kind of contrary. So I had to go to the Chinese schools. For me, it was every Sunday.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't say I was the best student. And
okay.
Like around like 3rd or 4th grade, I was like, I don't want to do the class anymore. I started like, I wasn't doing my homework and all that stuff. I was getting in trouble. And like my parents were like, all right, just if he's not gonna take the class, then why are we driving him
all this way out?
Yeah, no, because at the end, it's like the parents are doing the homework because they want to like they'd feel bad for the teacher. They'd feel bad for the teacher if the kid shows up and the homework's not done.
That's exactly it. Who would have thought, though, that you became a rapper that's able to straddle 2 different languages so well? Are they proud of the fact that you are a rapper who's bilingual now?
Yeah, they at first they didn't get it, right? But like one time, I started releasing raps of me like telling just a random everyday story in Mandarin. And then because it came kind of, as I got older, it became like more of like a hunger, like wanting to express like the meaning, like the everyday things.
It's like linguistic expression.
Yeah. They didn't get it at first, but then actually they saw the Taiwanese rapper Soft Lippa.
Oh, Dan Bao. My gosh, I love him.
He performed in like Central Park a few years ago, and my parents were there to watch it.
Oh.
And then that's when they realized that there's like a huge audience for this type of art. Rap and they were like, wow, like they totally that's when they connected. They were like, oh, okay.
Were they musical before that? Like, do they listen to a lot of music at home?
No, I wouldn't say so, but like, occasional karaoke.
You're not a true born Taiwanese if you don't do karaoke, to be honest.
True.
Like during the pandemic, the one thing that was an identity crisis to all Taiwanese people was the fact that we couldn't go to KTVs. And that damaged us in some way. When you met, though, Danny, did you find out right away that Andersaucy was one of the high achievers at the 2nd annual Doritos Taiwan hip hop competition? Like, did he tell you about that right away?
When I met him, yes, I knew. But then prior to that, like I didn't. And then he sent me this like Dorito track, and it was like, whoa, this is awesome. Like, yo, we gotta do something like this kind of thing.
All right, we already got a plug here. Let's get these guys to pay us.
I'm not paid to do this. I'm doing this because I really do like Doritos.
What's your favorite flavor? The cheesy one or all three of them? Okay. I see.
My favorite flavor right here is the 美式辣起司, the spicy nacho. It's the one that I competed for.
Hence Andersaucy, right? It's gotta have flavor.
Andersaucy, yeah. That's how you know, spicy nacho.
Let's start with your inspirations. Who are some of the rappers you listened to when you were younger?
When I was younger, I used to listen to just like, I don't know, like the Tarzan soundtrack or
Phil
like,
Collins?
Yeah, something like that. It's like, yeah. You know, I remember there's this like Pokemon CD, like a Pokemon CD soundtrack.
Yes.
You know, like the Japanese theme song?
Yeah.
So good, so good.
There's a generation of kids who like go nuts when they hear that no 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 no. And I belong to that group of them.
I can say I listened to like Jay Chou growing up too, but you know, like Jay Chou, let's go. He is actually considered like one of the pioneer rappers because the way you know, like in some of his songs, you realize that he's like rapping underneath his singing. That type of like idea was really fresh. It's like, if you think about it, like it's fresh historically, like in the world and stuff. So I think I kind of incorporated some of that because I wanted to have like the rapping and the singing on like layered on top of each other.
Couple last questions. What are your zodiac or Chinese zodiac signs?
Rat, I'm Year of the Rat.
For me.
You guys are good this year, right? It's the year of the tiger. You don't have to go to the temples to pray. Do you guys know about that?
Now I do.
I know that this year I'm not supposed to visit any funerals.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I saw this recently. I visited a temple like a week ago, and it's like Year of the Rat. You gotta keep a good positive spin on things. Like if you encounter bad things, you gotta find a way to like look at it in a good way, and don't visit funerals. Like even if you see one on like the street for some reason, don't go. Yeah, just keep walking. Like
who the heck walks into a random funeral? When they just
like yeah, I need to have the temple to tell me this.
Yeah, I know, right? Regardless of what year, don't do that, guys. And to be honest, no one wants to do that anyway, so we try to avoid it the best we can. But yeah, Year of the Tiger, usually if you were born in the Year of the Tiger, you're supposed to go to the temple and pray. They have this like Excel sheet of breakdowns of, like Andersaucy said, things you should not do. And if you're of certain zodiac signs, you have to go to the temple and get certain types of worship in. But yeah, it's one of the things that we Asians do here, especially in Taiwan. Now, it's almost New Year, or maybe it is New Year by the time this video releases. If you guys have new music, please let me know. And I'd be willing to, if you can come into the studio, that'd be great.
Where's your studio?
It's kind of far. It's in Xinzhuang, which you have to cross like Danshui Bridge to get here. And then
that's where we recorded the music video.
Yeah,
right?
That's where we recorded.
Wait, the mark? Where?
The park, the Xinzhuang Yundong.
Xinzhuang Yundong Gongyuan. That's like 5 minutes from my house.
Oh my god.
What? No wonder. I was looking at this like it's really familiar, but it's probably just Taiwan. Like
you're like, wow, this one's really hitting home.
Oh yeah, then please come and see us. Before we wrap things up, Andersaucy, being a rapper, I'm gonna give you some moments to shout out to your friends, producers, people who influenced you along the way of music.
Yo, shout out to the people. I had some friends come over to help to sing. They're the choir, right? That's in the chorus of the song, the chorus section of That Taiwan Rap. I invited some friends that I met like through all different like avenues of just being in Taiwan. Some were classmates, some I had met in programs I had attended previously. So shout out to everyone coming through and like, cause you know, it's gotta be really sudden. I hit you up on like an afternoon, like, yo, come here, we're gonna sing. really, thank you. And also shout out to TaiwanPlus.
All right, follow these two on their socials. And don't forget to go give that song, That Taiwan Rap, a listen. Give us some love. Wish you guys the best in the Year of the Tiger, guys.
Thanks,
Joey, you too.
Shout out to everyone.